Third foundation of irresistible offers is stories. Why stories? It's because stories make such a big difference in marketing. Imagine your favorite movie character without a story, without a backstory. You don't know where he came from, you don't know the struggles, you don't know his success, and you simply won't follow him if you don't know this fact. That's why stories are so powerful. But not all of them are great. There are two requirements that I need you to keep in mind. The first one is that a story that's good, it's easy to relate, and secondly, it's easy to remember. Let's take the first part of this sentence. The story needs to be easy to relate. So, let's say that you are selling a weight loss product or you are helping your client sell a weight loss product. The story that you tell to your audience needs to be about a guy or a woman who you helped lose weight, you helped make a transformation, you make a story about his struggles, and his resolution at the end. That's a great story to tell when you are selling weight loss product. And when you are selling, for example, a product to entrepreneurs, for example, a course or an info product, because that's the niche I work in and I have pretty much very good information about it. Usually in this niche, we tell stories about overworked entrepreneurs who became successful, who become totally independent from their business and found success. So the stories you tell, it's totally dependent on the product. Secondly, a story needs to be easy to remember. If your story is complex, if your story includes too many details, too many specifications, your audience is not going to remember it. The story needs to be simple. So with that said, great stories have these three things. The first one is the characters. That's you and your dream clients. It needs to have a conflict. That's the problem your dream client is facing, and the goal you help them reaching. And the third one is the resolution. That's the solution, the transformation you provide. Throughout the story, the emotions go up and go down, and that's dependent on on the situation and where you are in this part. For example, if you are talking about the conflict, the emotions go up, the tension becomes greater, and then you present them with a resolution. This is where the emotions come down, and the tension is completely relieved. That's how you keep your audience hooked with your sales copy. So that's why stories are such powerful. There are three golden rules that you keep in mind here. The first one is to be specific, but not to the point where it becomes overwhelming, just enough to sound realistic. A story that doesn't include specification doesn't sound real. We all know that. The second one is dialogue. This is a great tip, in my opinion, because it's great when handling objections. And it's great because it adds a lot of personality to your copy. And the third one is interact with your reader. Don't make your story all about you, all about your character. Interact with the reader, put yourself in your customer's shoes, and make sure to use your data you gather from your research to interact with your reader using, for example, rhetorical questions is a great example. Oh, but I'm too boring. I don't have a story to tell. That's an excuse. You just simply have to create one story. It doesn't have to be a Lord of the Rings story or a complex one, or just one of the stories that you have seen in the movies. It doesn't have to be that way. A copywriter knows that he can create a story basically from anything and everything, and he can make it a good one. That's a trait of good copywriters, so make sure you get rid of that excuse and just create story.